How many Nigerian women are sitting at home right now, investing their time and energy and emotion into a man who has not claimed them? Because I know someone who did exactly that for almost 2 years, and what happened to her is what we are talking about today. My friend is one of the smartest, most hardworking women I know. She met someone and they started talking every day. Good morning, Teres, late night calls, making plans together, laughing together, hanging out together. She was genuinely happy. For almost 2 years, this went on, and then one day she sat him down and asked him directly, "What are we exactly? Where is this going?" She looked at her and he was like, "I'm not ready for anything serious." Almost a year, and he was not ready. And the most powerful part is she wasn't even shocked. Deep down, she has seen the sign. She just kept hoping that if she was patient enough, understanding enough, available enough, that things would eventually change. So I sat with her that day and I remember thinking, why are so many Nigerian women going through this exactly the same experience? Huh? And why is nobody talking about it honestly? So this is what we are doing today. I'm V. Welcome to Reality Talk with V, the channel where we have real conversation without sugarcoating anything. If you're new here, please subscribe because today we are really getting into it. My first story is not unique, I know that because almost every Nigerian woman I talked to has either been through it herself or watched someone close to her go through exact thing. The talking stage in Nigeria has become a whole relationship on its own. You are texting every day, you are calling every night, you are meeting up, you are emotionally invested, you are slowly planning your life around person in a small quiet way that you don't even fully realize until it's over. And then when you finally ask a simple honest question of where things are going, the answer is either I'm not ready or let's just flow or something else that means absolutely nothing. This is what I want every woman watching this to understand. Asking for clarity is not desperation. Wanting to know where you stand is not pressure. You're not asking too much by wanting a straight, honest answer from someone you've given months of your life, years of your life. If someone has been in your life for years, months, and still can't tell you clearly what they want, they've already told you everything you need to know. You just have to be brave enough to accept it. Now, let's talk about something that is making everything worse, social media. Because after my friend's situation ended, she did what most of us do. She went on Instagram, and Instagram that day was full of women getting surprises with roses, women posting, he did that, the picture of expensive dinner, women announcing relationship with the most beautiful picture you've ever seen. And instead of her healing, she started comparing herself, what was wrong with her, why other women were being chosen and treated beautifully, while she was sitting at home crying and someone couldn't even crying over someone that couldn't even define what they were. But here is what I told her and I want to share with you. Nobody is posting the arguments on Instagram. Nobody is posting the night they cried alone. Nobody is posting the moment their partner laid them down completely. What you're seeing is a carefully edited highlight reels of someone else's relationship. You are comparing your full messy, painful real life to someone else's best moment. And that comparison will never be fair to you. The most healthy, loving relationship you can ever be in might look completely quiet and boring on social media. And that is not just okay, that is actually a good sign. After everything my friend went through, she said something to me that I have not forgotten. She said, I think I stayed so long because I was scared that if I left, I wouldn't have found better. And that broke my heart a little because that fear day, that the best thing is that's what keeping most Nigerian in a situation that is genuinely not serving them. So let me tell this clearly as possible I can. You deserve someone who is consistently when it's convenient for them, genuinely consistently. Someone who call you when they say they will call, someone who show up when they say they will show up, someone who makes you feel secure and choosy without you having to beg for it, hint at repeatedly. You deserve someone who communicates with you like an adult, who can have a difficult conversation without shutting down for or disappearing. You deserve someone who tells you what they want and they mean it. You deserve someone who is genuinely proud of you, not just when you're dressed up and looking beautiful, but who is proud of you as a person every single day. That is not a long list. That is not too much to ask for. That is the bare minimum that every woman watching this deserves. So what do I actually think Nigerian women should do differently right now? First, know what you want emotionally before you start talking to anyone. Not a physical checklist, not a financial checklist, the emotional quantity that you genuinely not negotiable for anybody. Write them down if you have to, because when you are clear on what you need, you stop spending years on people who never going to give it to you. Second, stop trying to convince people to choose you. I know it is hard when you really like someone, but the right person will not need convincing. They will not need reminder. They will not need managing. They will just choose you clearly and consistently. Third, and this one is important, pay attention to how you feel when you are with someone and when you are away from them. If being in that situation make you consistently anxious, confused and sad. That's one is anxiety. Oh. My friend is doing better, by the way. It took time, but she's better. And she told me recently that living was the best thing she ever did for herself. And I believe her. Dating in Nigeria as a woman in 2026 is not easy, oh, but you are not behind, you are not much, and the situation will not make you feel like you are. Drop in the comment section what's the most frustrating part of dating in Nigeria for you right now. I'm reading everything. I want to hear your story. And if you're here for the first time, welcome to Reality Talk with V. We talk about everything on this channel, relationship, life, and of course, BBA in Nigeria because season 11 is around the corner. And we are fully locked in. Oh, subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video because things are about to get very interesting on this channel. Like this video, share it with a Nigerian woman who needs to hear it today. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.